Hello, my name's Sharon Jeffess, and we're going to do a lesson today on character development and art when you're drawing, creating a character in historical costume, or how to draw uh, different people and put things surrounding them, almost like a character sketch visually. We're going to talk about Carl Spitzweg is an artist who is a master at developing characters visually. And of course, before the development of the camera, we looked at what artists would not only verbal descriptions, but also paintings of what people wore and this at the time period and things that might be around them. Now, we can talk about the classic proportions of the face. And the first project we're going to do is create a Renaissance lady. When you copy a master, you really do learn a lot. On the left, you see Raphael's great The Lady and the Unicorn. And this was done in the 1500s. So were there unicorns? It's really a fun thing to think about. The sky is darker at the top and lighter at the horizon line in the background. The light is coming from the upper left-hand corner. When you look around you in the room, I want you to look at the ceiling, look at light. Artists are masters of light. This particular step-by-step project shows you the classic Greek proportions of the face and how the eyes are halfway down. The nose is halfway between the chin and the eye line. The ears are between the eye line and the bottom of the nose on that line. And the lips are generally a third of the way up. Now, it can be very different because people have different shaped faces. Some people have round faces or heart-shaped faces, square faces, oval, all different kinds. Now, Spitzwig not only did a picture of a person, captured a face, a personality, but he put things around the person that tells you a little bit more about them. If you were describing these characters, you might say, this man obviously loves books and has a huge library. What could we call him? And on the other side, what kind of person has an alligator hanging from the ceiling and bones all around them and is looking at something very closely? Could it be a scientist? How many things can you count in these two pictures that might tell you something about the person? What do you see in the picture? Not only do you have the person, but you have things around the person that can tell you different things about the person. Now, the picture on the right is from the imagination. It is fantasy art. What kind of person could you put in that kind of a picture? Perhaps a fairy or perhaps a butterfly person. When you give something that is not human and inanimate human characteristic, it's called personification. And the picture on the other side is supposed to be a preacher making a decision. And uh, and so Spitzwig has a beautiful background, and you have two paths. There are some people on the path to the left, and there's a path to the right. These again are things that you could write about as well. The pictures by Spitzwig tell all about the character by the surroundings in the picture and the clothing they are wearing. The gentleman on the right is a hunter, obviously, with the gun beside him, and he's in the woods and he's hunting for deer. He stops for lunch. Lo and behold, he looks over. What does he see? A deer. On the other side, a man is looking very and observing. We have a profile, and he's watering his plants and looking at the lovely lady at a distance. Now, when you draw the classic, here's the Mona Lisa, and again, we're doing the classic proportions of the face. Many times, Catlin was an Indian artist who did this picture of Chief White Cloud, and he uh, rode on a horse named Charlie in the early American West and pictured the Indian tribes. And he wrote about it in his journal. So it's always interesting to do a portrait, a picture of someone, put things around them that remind you of different things about them, and then you can write about it. I did the picture on the right. I wanted to do a picture of a lady who was from a South American country, and I wanted to make her very appealing and very thoughtful. Can you think of anything I could have put in the background or around the picture that would help to tell a story similar to the way that Spitzweg does? I painted the picture below in warm colors, hoping to capture a very modern lady. Notice the portrait of Van Gogh on the next page in cool colors of green and blue. Does that affect how you feel about the picture? Your assignments are to do a picture of a Renaissance lady following the directions in slide 4. The second assignment is to choose a character from history and do a picture of them. Use color and background as props to tell about the picture that you choose. Now, uh, I want you to also write a character sketch when you're finished with the picture. Thank you very much for coming today and listening to this, and see you next time, and have a wonderful time. Enjoy